Hi, welcome. My name is Dale McCluskey, and I'd like to discuss the issue of possessive love, what that represents as it relates to the interplay of this connection, of the psychology involved, and why it is extremely difficult for people to, to break free from and to get a sense of, where they're at as it relates to nature, so that they can get to where they need to go. I mean, that's what this system of training is really about. It's kind of like a reality check, to get people to understand this connection, so they can break free from, they can break away from, this type of a connection that's really interfering in their ability to role change their dog. So again, the whole issue about about perception, how dogs perceive us through this connection, is one of these issues. Is this whole thing about ownership, about owning people, about objectifying dog owners. And you'll see this dynamic, because I've seen it many times, how it plays out especially once a dog has gained a certain level of empowerment through this connection. They'll start hanging off of or hanging around with the person or those people that give them the most power. I mean, because it's like it starts to become almost like a drug to them. They fuel off it, and so the problem with that is, at the same time, they'll start to establish an association and start to disconnect away from those other personality types in the home environment that they perceive as a challenge to their role. And but this happens. You'll see this type of disconnect happening. This type of where the dog owner is really starting to hang off one person in particular, when the dog really starts gaining a larger amount of power. I mean, you'll see this very unhealthy type of dynamic happening, and that's why and it's very problematic, because what that does is it plays a role in the psychology, because if the dog owner is very much caught up in this emotional type of bonding process and this connection, they'll perceive this this type of connection totally opposite. They'll perceive it as love, the dog loving them more than the other person, and not trusting men, or not trusting other people. And it really does. It creates a real type of a loop. It's kind of like bad computer code, where this loop that just can't break free from. And that's why the dogs will bite other people, quicker when they're with that person that they're getting the power from. I mean, they'll lash out, they'll bite people, especially if anyone comes in with a certain state of mind. If the script starts changing, this interplay starts changing, the dog will go into a high challenge state. So it's a very unhealthy type of situation. It's one that is very difficult for people to break out of, because this is where this whole thing about appearances can be very deceiving. But again, the focal point needs to be on that individual, that person that the dog is is claiming, basically, to get them into starting to adopt more of a moving from being the friend to being the parent. I mean, that's what this system of training, it works off that connection. It knows how to align the psychology. And so again, if you're needing help, if you need if you need a better sense of what's happening, and you're ready for change, this system of training can help you get there. And so what this whole system's about is moving you forward in a in a balanced way, in a way that's going to empower you. And so it's not just about criticism. It's about building you up. So anyway, if you have any questions about the system of training, I encourage you to check out my website. This issue about possessive love, this whole thing about connection, it's a very serious issue. It happens a lot. Check out my other videos that discuss this, because again, it's about getting you in a position so you know where you're at, so that you can get to where you need to go through nature. So, and that involves through the role changing process. So anyway, check out my website, give me a call, you can email me with any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them and to help you out. Thanks very much.